You're packing the car, your dog's already anxious, and then the crate door jams. You're wrestling latches on the driveway while your dog is trying to bolt. Your heart rate's up, and you're thinking, why is this so hard? I just want my dog safe. You get to the check-in counter or hit the highway and realize the crate is either too small, not airline compliant, or rattling so much you can hear your dog whining in the back. That's the moment people swear, next time I'm getting this right. In this video, we're fixing that. I'm gonna walk you through 6 of the best dog travel crates and actually makes traveling easier for you. Mammoth Guardian Travel and Outdoor Crate. This one is kind of the tank of the list. It's built for rough use. Think trucks, hunting trips, off-road adventures, not just a quick vet visit. The shell is shock resistant, so when your car hits bumps or you're on a rough road, the crate absorbs a lot of that impact instead of passing it all to your dog. You feel that immediately because dogs settle faster when the crate isn't rattling and vibrating like crazy. The security is honestly impressive. It uses a 3-bolt locking system with a reinforced latch that makes accidental escapes very unlikely. You know how some crates feel like a determined dog could shoulder their way out? This does not give that vibe at all. The vents are designed to be chew resistant, and the frame is beefed up so it handles strong, pushy dogs without bending and warping. If you've got a dog that treats crates like a suggestion, this feels reassuring. Now in real use, well, you definitely notice the guardian part when you're moving it. The crate is durable, but that also means it's not exactly light or dainty to handle. Even though the design is meant to be portable, it's more at home in the back of an SUV or truck than being carried into a hotel lobby. It can feel like overkill if you're mostly doing simple car rides or kennel-trained chill dogs. 5. Petmate Vari Dog Kennel. You've probably seen this design in airports, shelters, and vet offices. There's a reason for that. It's a sturdy plastic crate with a wire door, good ventilation on all 4 sides, and it's designed to meet most airline cargo specifications when set up correctly. So if you're thinking, I want something that airlines recognize, this is where it starts to make sense. What I like is that it strikes a nice balance between weight and strength. The plastic shell is thick enough to handle normal travel abuse, but still light enough that you don't feel like you're dragging a safe across the parking lot. The latch is easy to operate with one hand, yet feels much more secure than those cheap crates where the door flexes when your dog leans on it. For dogs in the 50 to 70 pound range, the interior dimensions actually give them room to stand, turn, and lie down without scrunching into a corner. For car travel, it does a good job. It stays put, doesn't rattle much, and the multiple ventilation openings help your dog stay cool. Cleanup is straightforward because the plastic wipes down easily, and Petmate even has a stay dry moat design that channels fluids away from your dog if there's an accident. That's one of those features you don't think about until you really need it at 3 a.m. in an airport cargo area. Now the but. You knew one was coming. Assembly is technically tool-free, but lining up the top and bottom halves and tightening everything can be a bit fiddly the first time. 4. SportPet Airline Compliant Medium Crate. This is where things start to feel a lot more travel-tuned. This crate is specifically designed with IATA airline rules in mind, so it's not just airline-friendly, it's built to actually tick the boxes airlines care about. That means proper hardware, tie-down holes, and the right kind of door and ventilation layout. Here's what stood out. It comes as a real travel kit. You're not scrambling to find bowls or stickers the night before flight. It usually includes water dishes, live animal stickers, and all the metal bolts and nuts you need, so you're not relying on flimsy plastic clips. The removable wheels are a big deal in real life. You can snap them on to roll through the airport and snap them off to keep the crate stable in the car or cargo area. When you've got luggage in one hand and a crate in the other, those wheels feel like cheating. The shell is made from impact-resistant plastic with a strong wire door and reinforced hardware, so it feels tough without being ridiculous. Ventilation is solid, airflow is good, and there's enough visibility that your dog doesn't feel totally boxed in. The dimensions on the medium size work really well for many small to medium dogs, giving them room to move while still being compact enough for travel. Now, it's not perfect. The trade-off for all that structure and compliance is that it doesn't collapse or fold flat. Zomisia Collapsible Dog Crate. This one is for people who want a sturdy crate but really don't want a giant plastic box living in your hallway year-round. It folds flat, sets up without tools, and is clearly designed for people who move their crate around a lot, between rooms, in and out of the car, between homes. The frame is made from heavy-duty steel with a hard bottom, so it actually feels more solid than a typical soft-sided fabric crate. It's bite-resistant and escape-resistant, which is huge if your dog has ever looked you in the eye and casually unzipped a soft crate. Ventilation is excellent, with 4 open sides that give your dog a 360-degree view and plenty of fresh air. For car rides and indoor use, dogs tend to relax fast in this because they can see what's going on. What I really like is how easy it is to move. The crate has wheels and handles, so instead of dragging metal across the floor, you literally roll it to a different room or out to the car. When you're done, it folds down flat and can slide behind a door or into a closet. That's a game changer if you live in an apartment or just hate visual clutter. It also typically comes with a comfy mat or can easily fit an orthopedic pad, so it doubles as a cozy den at home. Now, in actual day-to-day use, a couple of quirks show up. The door design doesn't open completely flush, so the entry can feel narrower than the crate size suggests. Number 2, Mirapet Pet Carrier and Crate. And this is where, things get genuinely clever. This is a hard-sided crate that's also collapsible, which sounds like a contradiction until you use it. The design lets the walls fold down into the base and lid, so the whole thing collapses flat in seconds with no tools. You literally grab the handle, snap the sides, and it's ready. The hard plastic walls and floor give you that solid, protected feel you want during travel, especially when the crate is being bumped, lifted, or slid around. At the same time, the weight is reasonable, and there's a built-in handle, so carrying it doesn't feel like a workout. Ventilation is 360 degrees with plenty of vents all around, so your dog gets airflow and visibility without feeling fully exposed. For medium dogs, the 35-inch size gives legit headroom and enough space to relax instead of crouching. One of the best things is how fast it goes from flat in the closet to ready to load the dog. It's designed to go from flat to assembled in maybe 20 to 30 seconds when you know what you're doing. That makes it perfect for people who don't want a permanent crate taking up floor space. You finish your trip, fold it to a few inches thick, and slide it away. And cleaning is honestly easy mode. It's smooth, hard plastic, so a quick wipe and you're done. Travel-wise, Mirapet really leaned into making this airline friendly. Magshion hard-sided plastic dog carrier. Yeah, this is the one that quietly does almost everything right for the average dog owner who travels. It's a hard-sided carrier with 360-degree ventilation, a sturdy shell, and multiple entry options, making it both practical and surprisingly comfortable for dogs. If you're juggling airport rules, car rides, vet trips, and maybe hotel stays, this is the crate that feels the least annoying to deal with. The first thing you notice is the airflow. With vents around the carrier, your dog doesn't feel like they're in a stuffy box. They can see out, get fresh air, and still feel enclosed enough to relax. The hard shell feels solid in your hands. It doesn't flex and warp like cheap plastic when you pick it up with the dog inside. That matters a lot for nervous dogs because less flex means less rattling and fewer weird noises to startle them. The Magshion also usually offers two-door access or a top-loading option, which is huge. If you've ever tried to stuff a reluctant dog through a tiny front door, you know why top-loading is a game changer. You can gently lower them in instead of engaging in the classic front paws locked on the door frame standoff. The dimensions on the common 23-inch size work really well for small pets, and the layout makes the inside space feel bigger than the numbers suggest. In terms of travel, it's compact and easy to carry with a handle designed for actual use, not just decoration.